Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and today we'll be doing a message for your sign. As always, Virgo, all of the readings, they are timeless. So when the message finds you and resonates, then it is yours at the time in which you find it. Virgo, I've done your spread today with I've been lately calling it my mega deck. With the mega deck. It's the Ethereal Visions, the Dreamscape Oracle, as well as the Luna Tarot. So you'll be seeing all of those in your spread today. Virgo, it seems as though you are, well, it feels like there's an interesting tug of war where you're wanting to move into a new place, but then there's also a lot of residual emotions that are starting to brew, starting to come up to the surface that are essentially keeping you in, well, where you are. So you're wanting to move forward, but then also almost simultaneously in a not wanting to leave where you currently are at the moment. It's actually coming through as like a like a baby in the womb and not wanting to be birthed because the womb is so comfortable. There's it's dark in there, it's warm, it's cozy. The light isn't hurting your eyes, at least yet. So that's what I am receiving visually. So, Virgo, of course, let's begin. At the bottom of the deck, we have the path. All right, and this is definitely playing a significant role in the underlining energy of your reading, because the path here is talking about up ahead there's going to be a shift. It's a shift in your path. You're coming around the corner, and presently at this moment in time, the underlying energy for you here is the planning process of how to make that turn, how to go around that corner, perhaps maybe even how to be birthed into this new space that you know that you're going to be coming into. There's a sense that you know where you're going, but it does require a little bit of planning and all of that stuff before you get there. So you are on path, but there's a pause here right before you make that decision or that turn. There's a turning point here. It's as if you're planning ahead for the turn. Okay. And then on the split, oh, this is gorgeous. We have the Ace of Wands. This is the bridging energy. So what I'm loving here is that in the path, you're actually utilizing that wand to make your plans, ahead of time. So there's there is an influence that's coming to you during this turn that is inspiring you to perhaps even create a plan, like to set your trajectory. And this influence, whatever this influence is it's actually kind of coming through as they're giving you a tool that is going to aid you in the next step of your process. There's a storm here, and so all the thunder, maybe you guys can hear it. It's going on and off. So All right, so they're giving you a tool, and the tool is this Ace of Wands. It could be coming through as inspiration, something to inspire you to create a plan, like planning ahead. All right, so let's see the overall energy for your reading today, Virgo. It almost came out, but not yet. And the Knight of Wands. This is gorgeous. I love the it's like I hope that you can visually see in the cards how much this message is, it's really stepping forward for you. So like I was saying, there is an influence that is coming to you in the shape of this Knight of Wands. You see them there. They've got that wand here and they're handing it. You see, they're handing it over to you so that you can use it. This Knight of Wands. Who is this Knight of Wands? Perhaps it's coming from like your inner depths, your internal realm. I'm trying to see on here, it's very interesting. I'm not yet seeing how this is playing into your spread, but there is an influence coming here that is giving you a tool, perhaps maybe even in the form of this reading, that is going to help inspire you to create a plan before you take this next turn. The next turn in your path. Okay, it's like it is giving you, remember how I was referring to, you're not really wanting to make this move because it would require you to leave your like cushy position, essentially. You know, you're in the womb, you've been gestating for however long that may be. I often see this world card here as depicted as the birthing canal. And this is, of course, you in the center, and then all of the other ones. Okay. I'm starting to see that perhaps that Knight of Wands energy here is acting. Oh, this is so interesting. It's acting as these figures that are on the sides of this. There's a lot of birthing imagery here. The sides of the birthing canal, which are being depicted as like contractions. So this Knight of Wands is stimulating contractions that are helping you to be pushed. It's like you're being pushed out of this womb. And then of course, you know, coming into this new space. That is where this turn is happening in your path. So I lost my train of thought. Hang on, let me just get it back. So you're in the womb as we speak now. You've been gestating for a while, and it's time. It's time for you to come out of this space. It's time for you to enter into the world. And wow, this is so interesting. It's like I'm seeing that Knight of Wands energy, perhaps maybe even other people in your life that are acting as people that are encouraging you. They're encouraging you to keep pushing, to like push forward, something along those lines, you know, with all of this planning, and there are others that are influences that are inspiring you to keep pushing forward. There is an energy within you that is, I'm seeing this as kind of like the placenta or the walls of this womb, and you're clutching on, you see how you're clutching onto it for dear life. Oh, Virgo, you're clutching on to what you have for dear life. There's something in here, in this world energy, that I think what it is that it's really whatever this transition for you. Oh goodness, I'm getting really emotional. Whatever this transition is for you, it's causing a lot of like tension in your heart space. It's a little heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to let go of perhaps maybe even the home that you once knew. It's like you have to leave everything behind in order to be birthed into this new place, and there is a lot of things, perhaps things that are very heartfelt, that you're going to have to leave behind in order to make this, it's coming through as a as a key, like a key position, or a key, I don't know why a key is coming through. I think it's because there's this lock here. So you're going to have to leave behind a very keystone or something like that. Something, because I'm noticing even here, you know, the keystone, if you've ever heard of that term, the keystone is the stone that is at the very top of an archway. And if you were to remove the keystone, basically, okay, there we go. Everything falls. The entire archway falls because it is the keystone that keeps the structure together. And it's like almost like now I'm seeing you, it's like you're pushing up the keystone so that it doesn't, so that nothing falls in. Because if that was to happen, you would then be birthed through this process. But there's something in this, it's the resistance, it's the tug of war, it's the kind of not wanting the process to move forward is causing, it's causing a little bit of, what's coming through is like a breach birth. And that, what that entails is that, you know, when babies are born, of course, their their heads are the one that goes first. And what I'm seeing here is actually that it's like your feet are going first. So there's something in it about how the the energy of you holding on to all of the, to all of this, to all of the heartbreak, is what's preventing your birth from being painless. Actually, is what it is. It's coming through as that this birthing process for you could be painless, but the fact that you're holding on to everything, maybe even the planning part of it all, the planning part of it all is perhaps maybe, Because it's almost like in the planning, you're realizing all the things that you're going to have to let go. And that is what is it. It is. It's like you're clutching on to everything because you don't want to let everything go. But the good news here is that there are several people around you that are like they're encouraging you. They're encouraging you to go through this process. It's like it's something about how they realize that although it does have a lot of pain involved in it, the aftermath of this turn is going to it's going to be really good for you. I mean, it's got a lot of Ace of Wands energy in it. So essentially what it's talking about is that this entire process for you later down the road, like as you move forward along this path, there's going to be like an upswing of your creative force, because there was only so much that could have been done within this womb, and once you're outside of the womb, so much more can be experienced, enjoyed, created, all of the things that come along with that. It's like life itself can begin now. And of course, like with you being in this process, perhaps you're not because you're in it, you can't see it. And so that's why there are all of these other ones that are starting to come. Okay, so with the elephant that's coming up next, it's like they're rushing in. That's what this Knight of Wands is, and the energy is too. The Knight of Wands typically is a very fast energy that rushes in. It's just like this elephant. It's like they can intrinsically feel this within you, the pain within you, and so they're all rushing forward. You might even actually experience it as like people just kind of like showing up and giving you words of encouragement or something like that you might be experiencing it like that. And it seems to be coming from people in your life that are linked to some type of matriarchal energy. The elephant, the elephant, what do you call that? Their society, if you will, elephant's society is runs off of a matriarchal lineage. So you can be experiencing this through perhaps like female family members, ones that are very well aware of this birthing process. So it's coming through like the females within your family. The ones that you're like tied to through there's a word here that's trying to match I don't know, like matriarchal energy. So okay. So they're coming in to give you words of encouragement to like help push you through this birthing process. And what I'm seeing here at the end of it, at the end of your reading, is that you're transitioning from this world energy into the star. So this is you actually, you're now on the other side of this, on the other side of this birthing process, and you're presenting here as the star. Hang on, it feels as though like I've missed a whole bunch of stuff. I think that that's what this elephant has to do with, because elephants also refer to memory. So this entire process for you, this birthing process, is bringing up, oh my goodness, it's bringing up a lot of memories. It's almost like a life review process or something along those lines. Like wherever you've been recently in your life, it's as if you're moving through like this entire birthing process. You're moving through that. I was going to say it's like a lineage, but it's really, in my mind, it's coming through as lineage. However, what you're experiencing is like a review of everything that has happened so far. And when all of that comes up, it's it's bringing up a lot of these like really really deep emotions that have been like they've been locked away, they've been stored in your memory bank. And so in this birthing process, when you finally come into the star energy, it's like everything is coming with it. It's referring to that, even in birthing process, there's a lot of course, joy and excitement, and the baby is being born, you are being born, but there is also some pain. There's just a lot that's going on. There can be like, I don't know why I'm seeing blood. There can be like, this is making me think of the placenta. It's like the placenta that comes after the child has been successfully birthed. That's what this is. It's like it's okay, that's what it is. Okay. Hang on, it takes me a minute sometimes. So once you're birthed and you come out of that, once you make this turn, you've done all the planning, you've had all of the encouragement, the pushing, everything, you've made the turn, you're now birthed, right, into this star energy, into this, it's really beautiful. It's actually like you're being birthed into purity of being. Oh, this is so lovely because once a baby is birthed, of course, sometimes they keep the placenta attached to ensure that all of the nutrients and everything goes to the baby. But eventually, what happens is that that cord, right? The cord is cut to that placenta, and that's what this is talking about. It's like your placenta is representative of the pain that you experienced during this last phase. Any of the it's coming through as like the emotional residue. It's like everything is within that placenta, and as you are birthed into this new space, all of this it's all being cut away. It's actually it's actually a really good experience for you, because what it means is that when you move into this next phase, you are you're going to be like free and clear. It's a pure, you're going to have a pure experience within this next phase. that you're going into, because everything that was needed to be let go of previously, it's been you're in the process of letting it all go, even though you want to clutch on to everything for dear life. It's almost like there's an intrinsic knowing. There's a knowing within you that is, it's come that knowing is showing up through your maternal lineage. Okay, Virgo. If any of this resonated for you, I will be pulling some more cards, and you can find the link to the extended in the description box. And if you are interested in a one-on-one reading with me, you can also find a link on how to book that reading. And I will see you next time. Bye.